connect the iWatch and Storm Shot system. Yeah. Pull up Storm Chaser Carmen Palermo here. This is Storm Chaser Carmen Palermo. He is headed towards this radar indicated tornado warning and everything like that. Cruise, I'm doing electric tornado watchouts for AJ Weston. I got the idea from you, but I'm not trying to copy it, and I already thought of it. I didn't name it in iWatch. Dubs. But yeah. Connor has beef with me, so I'm not allowed to use his feed. Come on, Storm Chaser. What are we doing? You forgot to like? Holy crap. That's actually crazy. Alrighty. Let's see here. Gotta go to soccer right now, so I start. Yeah, I saw that you went live. I wonder what it means if we put 7 frames. Okay. Oh, this is how I can do the loop. It's got a decent hook on it, honestly, right about here. It's probably our biggest concern here. It's got some really strong winds, especially in this lighter area right here. So. All right. Alrighty. So, we do have this tornado warning in effect here for all of these areas here. We'll take a look at our counties included in this right here. Yeah. Counties. Okay, this tornado warning does include East Central Fountain City, or East Central Fountain County in West Central Indiana, Southwestern Tippecanoe County in West Central Indiana, and Northern Montgomery County in West Central Indiana. This is in effect until 7:15, so we're about for another 5 minutes here. In effect until 7:15. 7:15. Whatchamacallit time. Alrighty. Nothing crazy is coming out of the storm. There, still expires in 5 minutes. We do have a storm chaser headed into the storm here. Storm chaser Carmen Palermo. Huge shout out to him. Nothing crazy is happening right now, in my opinion, but we have this tornado warning right here for parts of New Richmond, Linden. No debris signature, so this means that there is no tornado on the ground or anything like that. So, yeah. But other than that, nothing crazy is happening right now. We've got some pretty big hailstorms. Who's this? Probably cannot show a stream. So yeah, we've got a lot of hail here, especially close to Danville, in Illinois. As we head up here into parts of north central Indiana, we've got a storm with some decent sized hail there. Same down here as we move down to parts of Kempton, and areas like that. This is still radar indicated and expires in 3 minutes. So after this one expires, we will have all severe thunderstorm warnings. But I think our biggest threat for some hail on our severe weather threat is back over here, north of Oakwood and Danville, just up here, in this storm. Would y'all like it if I put the basketball scores on the top of the screen where y'all can see all the basketball scores for March Madness? This does expire in 2 minutes, though, here. We're seeing quarter-sized hail of up to 1 inch in diameter. This is still radar indicated, meaning that there is no tornado warning on the ground. But we did just get a severe thunderstorm warning with a considerable damage tag, meaning that we could have some considerable damage in this severe thunderstorm warning for parts of whatever the crap that is in Illinois. Alrighty. I'm not sure what I just did. What is this? Oh, that makes sense. Alright. Center report via the system. Let's get storm view. Oh, yep, you did. News. Cleveland, Ohio. News per official social media accounts. The WFO National Weather Service is experiencing a comms outage with the Cleveland and Jackson, providing service backup. Dang. W report, though. Alright. This this tornado warning, I believe, just was allowed to expire. So once our warning overlay catches up with it, it'll go back to the plain severe thunderstorm warning scene. So here's a quick look at our storms from further away. We have some scattered storms close to Lafayette and areas like that, which was tornado warned not too long ago, with a few scattered thunderstorms moving up to southeast Michigan, including Detroit. Cleveland has some comms outage or something with a few scattered storms all across these areas here. Nothing is concerning. Here, close to Van Buren and Warren in Indiana. As we head back over here to parts of western Indiana, we have some very strong winds moving towards Darlington and areas like that. Nothing looks crazy on reflectivity. This was just a tornado warned storm not too long ago. If we head back over here, we do have a pretty big two hail producer storms. One over here in Oakwood headed straight towards Danville, and then one fixing to head straight through Fisher. A lot of these areas, or a lot of these storms, have a pretty concerning hail threat on them. Especially up here in northwestern Ohio here, where we have this one right here, which is actually pretty concerning with a pretty decently sized hail threat. PDS severe thunderstorm warning with a major damage threat. Where'd it go? Here it is. Damage threat is destructive. This is a destructive storm right here. Words from the National Weather Service in Indianapolis, Indiana. This includes Crawfordsville, Lebanon, Thornton, Jamestown, Darlington, Advance, New Ross, and Ullin in Indiana. This is a destructive storm, guys. Fixing to bring very big hail with it. Where's this at again? Okay, right here, fixing to bring some very strong winds. As we can see right there, that's probably upwards of 90 mile per hour winds. 80 to 90, in my opinion. A new tornado warning. What's taking the other overlay so long? But yeah, a new tornado warning has been issued up here. There goes the overlay. New severe thunderstorm warning has been issued, or new tornado warning has been issued up here. For parts of Elwood, Tipton, headed straight towards Hobbs, and areas like that. This will have a pretty damaging hail concern. Same with some straight-lined winds here along this threat. More southerly winds, meaning that the winds are blowing to the south. So if you are in this area here, I will read off the counties to you right now. If you are in Elwood, Alexandria, Tipton, Windfall, Frankton, or Summitville in Indiana, you are under a radar-indicated tornado warning, meaning that there is no tornado on the ground. But there is a tornado warning, meaning that we could have a tornado out of this system here. What was this just upgraded to? Okay, still radar indicated here. We are not having any signs of a tornado on the ground here. We are having some damaging straight line winds here / contamination on our sort of debris signatures here and everything like that. We'll take a look at reflectivity here. As you can see here, we could be seeing $half sized hail out of this threat here, so we could be seeing some decently sized hail in this storm right here. So yeah. We just hit an hour on the live stream here. So if you haven't already, be sure to leave a like down below. Treat this because it could drop something on the ground soon. Overall, nothing is too crazy right as of now, but we still need to treat it like something is on the ground here. However, there is nothing on the ground right now. Alright, let's go ahead and get a protein bar thing here. Give me just a second.
Currently in our area, it's 77 degrees. Here's our 7-day outlook.
Take a look at our correlation coefficient here. All we have is contamination in all of these areas here. There's no actual debris here or anything like this. This is our debris signature. We are watching an area right here where we could potentially have a bit of debris there. But other than that, nothing crazy is happening. I'm getting a message on Discord. Everything's going on right now. All right. I do apologize about that, guys. We are taking a look at this tornado warning here if you're just not tuning in here. And if you are in this tornado warning here, there is no tornado on the ground. However, we need to treat this like a tornado is on the ground here. Just to sort of act like, because it could drop a tornado. Not saying that it will, not saying that it won't. But it's got that possibility on it. So it's something we need to keep an eye on. What just happened? Updated severe thunderstorm warning for Henry and Putnam, Ohio. Here's that. It is right here. here that is right here. Damage threat considerable. All right. All right. You decided not to do the watch outs for AJ. All right. All right. This is fixing to head straight through Hobbs. Also, how is Sunbury, Ohio looking in my opinion? Take a look. Sunbury, Ohio is just north of Columbus. Sunbury, right about here. You are in that flash flood discussion. Nothing crazy for your area, honestly, in my opinion. These radar sites are down. But nothing crazy for your area in Sunbury, Ohio. I'm going to try to keep my main concern on this tornado warning right here. Guys, there's no tornado warning for these areas here. Or there is a tornado warning. I don't know why I said there's no tornado warning. But there is a tornado warning on the ground here for... There is a tornado warning for parts of Elwood, Alexandria, Tipton, Windfall, Frankton, Summitville, Sharpsville, and Orestes or whatever. I said on the ground because I was thinking of that. I was going to say there is no tornado on the ground, guys. There is a severe storm capable of producing a tornado and everything like that. It's got the ingredients there. It just hasn't started making a tornado yet. But it's got the ingredients to make a tornado. I am watching a pretty big concern for next week. Where we will have a decent concern for the first week of April for the plains, central western plains, where we are going to have potentially a multi-day severe weather outbreak in effect for all of the central plains. Here, I'll show you all the areas here on the map here, if I turn this off here. So I do think that we could have a tornado outbreak for anywhere in these areas here, or mainly just a severe weather outbreak for the first week of April, really highlighting anywhere more to... Hold up. Anything more to the sort of, like, past this line to the west here. Anywhere in these highlighted areas here could get a concern for some severe weather if you are in this box here. This will not be as significant here, which is a good thing, so we'll put a little check mark. In any of these areas here, the threat will not be good, or it will not be high, but we will have a few concerning areas here for some severe weather in these regions here as we move on to the first week of April. If you are on this tornado warning here, nothing crazy is occurring for your area, so just know that. But it is something that we need to keep an eye on for potentially producing a tornado in the future.